Okay, welcome to my kitchen. We're gonna do a traditional holiday dinner. So we're gonna do turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, green bean casserole, candied yams. So we're gonna do a lot. So we're gonna show you how I do it. Okay, first thing we need to do, a lot of this stuff you can't buy here in the Philippines, so we have to do it from scratch. So with my green bean casserole, I have to actually make the fried onions that you could buy in a can in the States. I couldn't find any, so I'm making them by scratch. So we dip them in milk or buttermilk if you have it. And then you got a mixture of flour with salt, pepper, garlic. You can put paprika in there too. And then you add it in the hot grease. And I use olive oil. And then you fry them up until they're nice and crispy. Put them on a paper towel to pat dry, and then let them dry out. So that'll be the first thing we do to get that prepared for the green bean casserole. Okay, so we have the turkey here. I rinsed it off, patted it down nicely. So to prepare it for the oven, you preheat your oven at 325 Fahrenheit or 160 degrees Celsius. Get that all preheated. I use extra virgin olive oil to rub the turkey. Keeps it from getting too dry when it's cooking. Just be very liberal in rubbing it down. There. The wings too. There. So that's all rubbed down. Ready to put in the oven. You can also take some aluminum foil and tint it. That'll help from keeping it getting too brown too quickly. Okay, so we need to get the green bean casserole ready. So I just got canned green beans, cut green beans. I drained them. I put them in a baking dish here. Cream of mushroom soup. I'll add a couple of cans of that. If I can get it open. So kind of gently mix this in because you don't want to be too aggressive, otherwise you'll mash up the beans. You want to keep the beans good consistency. So we'll just kind of fold it in a little bit like that. Get it mixed. Okay, now we've got the fried onions, right? We did that early, so they've been sitting here. So we'll add a little bit of that to that and kind of mix it in a little bit. We'll fold that in as well. So that's mixed in with the green beans and the cream of mushroom, so it gets a nice flavor to it. Because remember, we added in the flour for these fried onions, we added salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And then you can add paprika as well. So we mix that in, and then we'll sprinkle the rest on the top and kind of spread it around the top of the green beans. So there. So that's ready to go. So when the turkey's done, if you got room in your oven, you can cook this along with the turkey. But so when the turkey's done, I'll pull it out. I got a small oven. I'll pull it out and then put this in along with the candied yams. You can cook this at a higher temperature than the turkey. Cook it at about 400, and basically everything's cooked in here. You're just heating it up. So we'll get ready for that. Okay, so we're gonna do the shortcut with the stuffing. We're gonna do the stovetop. So I put in the right amount of water, right amount of margarine, and 3 boxes of stovetop stuffing. And we'll mix that, bring it to a boil, mix it real good. And then once it boils, we'll take it off the heat and let it sit. And then some of it will go inside the turkey for the final hour or so of roasting. So you see it's getting a nice consistency there. Now if you have giblets, you know, the heart, gizzard, and liver, you can cut those up, cook them, cut them up, and put them in, mix them in with this. But for some reason, the turkey I bought from the store didn't have the giblets, so we're going sans giblets. But that's ready to go. Okay, so potatoes are boiling. Turkey is getting close to being done. I've got my green bean casserole ready to go in the oven. I've got to prepare my candied yams. So with this, you need brown sugar. So I got brown sugar, margarine or butter, and marshmallows. So what we do is we'll sprinkle the brown sugar across the yams, like so. So when it melts down, it'll seep down into the yams and mix really nice in that. So I don't measure anything, so it's just do it to taste, I guess. And then you want to add some butter or margarine across the top like this. You can mix this in too. I'm just going to let the heat from the oven melt it down. And you can do one of 2 things. You can add the marshmallows now, because these yams are basically done. I've cooked them to not too mushy, so there's still some consistency to them. But they're basically cooked. So really you're just heating everything up and melting everything when you put them in the oven. So I put the oven about 400, maybe 415. But I'm not going to add the marshmallows now. I'm going to wait till everything melts down. I'm going to put it in there for about 10-15 minutes, and then I'll take them out, add the marshmallows, and you want to take the marshmallows and spread them all across the top evenly. So they're evenly spread, so they're all touching. So when they melt down, you get that nice layer of marshmallowy goodness, and it'll be nice and brown on top. So you want to put that in like the last 5 to 8 minutes of your cooking time. So these 2 are ready to go. You can cook it anywhere from 375 to about 415. Kind of depends how long you want, or how much time you have to cook them. But these are ready to go in the oven as soon as the turkey is ready to pull out. Like I said, I got a small oven, so I can't cook everything at once. If you're in the West and you've got a big oven or a double door ovens, you know, you're awesome shape. So you can cook all this the last 15 minutes that the turkey's cooking and have everything pulled out at once. But it'll be okay, because I'll pull the turkey out and put it on top of the oven while these are cooking, and while I'm mashing my potatoes, and we'll do those next, and then we'll be ready to eat. Okay, a little kink in the plans here a little bit. I took the turkey out. It looks great. It's sitting. I'm waiting. I'll wait a few minutes to carve it. But the casserole dishes won't both fit in the oven, so I'm gonna have to cook them one at a time. So right now I got the green bean casserole in, and as soon as that's done, I'll take that out and put in the candied yams, melt that down, and stick the marshmallows on. And then while that's all going on, potatoes are boiling. They should be ready to mash in about 5 or 10 minutes. So just a little glitch, but nothing to worry about. We're right on schedule. The table is set, and here's the food. I forgot to take a shot of the turkey when I got it out of the oven, but I sliced up the breast. There's the mashed potatoes, all yummy, nice and buttery. I blew out my mixer, my handheld. There's the stuffing. There's the green bean casserole. There's the candied yam, and the gravy's on the stove right now. So we're ready. Everybody's ready. Happy Thanksgiving.